Hey guys, my name is Rocky Parejo. You might recognize me from my YouTube home cooking series, I Think I'm Cooking with Rocky. Today we're at it again. This time we're making curry beef West Indian styles. Let's get at it. Well, what makes West Indian curry so different? More particularly, what makes Trinidad curry so special and known the world over? I have a few ingredients here that'll show you why. Let's take a look at them now. This one right here is Madras curry. It's a little bit more milder than your typical Indian curry and uses the flavors of cumin, coriander, and turmeric as its major components. This one right here is Anchar curry. This one we use for more stronger meats like goats or beef. The other ingredient is a Scotch bonnet pepper. Scotch bonnet peppers are also known the world over as being one of the hottest peppers that there is on the planet. And the last flavor that's very special to West Indian cooking is these herbs called bandania or shadow beni. It's a member of the cilantro family, except it's a little bit stronger and uses the robust tropical climate to get all its flavor. And now with a few other ingredients that you can find in your fridge that's readily available at any grocery store near you, we're gonna make the dish that Trinidadians eat every week, sometimes even more. Let's get at it, guys. Alright, so before we get cooking, there's not a single meat that gets thrown into a West Indian pot without first getting a little seasoning or marination. Alright guys, as I squeeze this lime in, it's starting to wake up all those fresh flavors in those veggies that we put in earlier. And I'll tell you what, it already smells like the tropics in here. And there it is guys, we just seasoned our beef. We're going to put it off into the fridge for at least half an hour. Next we're going to cut up our veggies, our little base ingredients to make our curry. That includes a nice fresh onion and a little bit of garlic. No ginger is necessary in West Indian curry, that's just how it is. And we're going to start sauteing our onions and our garlics. We're going to start with the onions first because that just takes the longest. Oh, this is smelling good right off the bat. You gotta get a little bit of brown in it, that's the flavor. So now that these onions have got a little bit of brown around the edges, I'm ready to add this garlic. So what I've done here is I've added equal parts water and curry powder, which is about 2 tablespoons each. I'm gonna mix that around into a nice little slurry, and then I'm gonna add it to my pot of beautifully cooked onions and garlic. Here we go. Now what this is doing is this is starting to get all those oils and all those fragrance from the curry mix, waking up, adding a lot of body and a lot of flavor to this whole scene that's going on right here. Now I gotta be honest here guys, this could be the make it or break it to a good curry. Next we're gonna add our beautifully seasoned curry beef. We're gonna add it to our base that's been cooking now for about 10 minutes. I tell you what, you're about 2/3 of the way through. Get ready for action. Our beef is now in there with the onions and the garlic. It's about to come together and become exactly what we're looking for. The perfect West Indian curry beef. So we're going to stir this around a little bit. Make sure nothing sticks to the bottom. And what we're looking for is we're looking for it to dry out just a little bit. Once it starts drying out, that's when everything has come together. And then we're going to take it from there. Hope you're liking it. So once that stuff's dried off for a little bit, we're going to add some water to the mix. Cover it with a lid and let that simmer for at least an hour. Yep, you can use a little bit of salt and pepper. You know what guys, I just had a surprise call from an extra guest that I didn't realize was coming over, and I don't think there's enough curry beef in here. So what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of potatoes hanging around. I'm going to add that to the mix when there's about 15 or 20 minutes left to go. That's going to bulk the whole thing up and actually make my gravy a little bit thicker. It's the perfect coincidence. While our curry's cooking, we have a little bit of time to prep our sides. In Trinidad, we have what's known as a chow. What's a chow? Well, it's basically spiced up fruit that's added with your meal, such as curry or stews. In this case, we're going to use mangoes. We're going to use some of the ingredients that mirror what we've already put into the curry. Alright folks, now that there's 15-20 minutes left to go in this curry, we're going to add our potatoes. We're about 5 minutes away. Take a look at what's going on in here. That's just perfect curry. Curry at its best. After an hour and a half, we finally reached the end of our journey to Trinidad with our curry beef. Let's take a look at our curry. Oh, it looks perfect. Our gravy's nice and thick, our potatoes cook right through, and our beef is tender. Alright guys, we're just putting that on a nice bed of rice. You can choose any grain of your choice. Just some kind of carb just to soak up all that gravy. There you go guys. That's curry beef West Indian styles. Hope you enjoy.